Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. How's everybody doing? So I hope that you guys are doing well. Today's video is going to be about new fragrances in my collection that I'm currently loving. Guys, when I say that I'm loving them, I am loving them. These ones are good. So I have some affordable ones, I have some very expensive one, I have some mid-range ones, so you guys have kind of like a good variety of fragrances. So if this is a topic that interests you, please keep on watching. So I have about 3 fragrances here that were sent to me in PR, and I want to just kind of like start with them. I'm going to start from like the most expensive all the way to the least expensive of the 3, and I'm going to start with Fragrance du Bois Sirene. So I'm going to start with the packaging. The packaging is just fantastic, honestly. It has that iconic artistry of Fragrance du Bois, at least at the top, if you can see it here. The bottle is weighted and it has this beautiful soft pink, kind of like lilac-ish color that I absolutely love. It's so feminine, so classy, so beautiful on the vanity. What are the notes on Sirene? Sirene has notes of cherry and pepper. Then in the mid you have some lactone, some oud, and some incense. In the base you have some cypriol oil, some nargota, some benzoin, some labdanum, and some musk. This fragrance starts very fruity and fresh, and then it's not as spicy, although it has pepper at the top. But then as it starts to settle, you get a little bit of that milkiness, but the milkiness is quickly replaced by the oud and the incense that give it a little bit of a smoky feel. So the juicy cherry at the top starts to become smoky, and as it goes down to the dry down, it becomes a little bit more earthy, more mature, more kind of like dark, a little bit mysterious. So you will start with like freshness and youthfulness to like more maturity, more confidence in the end. This fragrance is gorgeous. I'm not gonna lie, it's very beautiful. It really is. Now it has moderate projection and it has moderate sillage, so I kind of feel like for how much it is, it should be kind of like almost beast mode, just to justify the price. But if you don't like your fragrances to be like screamers, because I don't always like my fragrances to scream and to be beast mode all the time, if you're looking for something that is beautifully well done cherry scented fragrance with some oud that gives you a little bit of that like femininity but a little bit of masculinity with the earthiness at the base and the labdanum, and then you're also looking for fragrances that are not like screamers, I think that you can give this one a try, or at least get a sample and smell it. But for me, I just received it and guys, I love it. I love it so much. I love it so much. Now I have another fragrance in my collection that is, this one is quite not similar, but they are in the same realm, and that one is that Narcotic Delight by Initio. Narcotic Delight is just a little bit more spicy, darker, sexy, just like raw, like very sexual fragrance compared to Sirene. Sirene is a little bit more composed, more subdued, more put together type of girl. So I like this fragrance, and I also like Initio Narcotic Delight. Those 2 fragrances are fantastic. But yeah, this is one that I wanted to share with you guys that I just received and I'm currently loving. So this is Sirene by Fragrance du Bois. Fragrance is Tutu by Gritti, another one that has this beautiful pink packaging. Can you guys get the theme? There's like pink. I love fragrances that have like pink packaging so much. They're just so pretty. Tutu is one that was sent to me by Lucky Scent. Thank you so much, Lucky Scent, for sending this over for me to try. The notes on this one are coconut, apple, grapefruit, and cassis. Then the mid notes are heliotrope, jasmine, rose, and the base are raspberry, musk, vanilla, and amber. So this fragrance starts very fruity. Then in the mid you have some florals, and then in the base you have some kind of like fruity, musky, vanillic. It's such a cute type of like fragrance. It's just so feminine and girly without being too youthful, without being too like too young. It's one that is done for like mature ladies, but that are not also taking themselves way too seriously, right? So this one still gives you that youthfulness, that kind of like quiet elegance. I absolutely love this fragrance. I mean, first of all, the packaging for me is like so beautiful. But the scent, I can't wait for the weather to just kind of like warm up a little bit to see how this one is going to perform in the heat. But I think that is going to be just as beautiful simply because of all of those fruity notes. So I think that this is like a gorgeous one. And guys, yeah, I just received this. It has moderate projection so far and moderate sillage. Now I've not tried this for too long to kind of like give you a full rounded review on this, but I'm going to add this to one of my fragrance videos that I'm planning for like summertime, just because I feel like this is going to work perfectly, you know, during that time as well. So, but yeah, I wanted to share with you guys because I just received it and I'm currently obsessed. It's so beautiful. So this is Tutu by Gritti. The last fragrance that I received in PR is by the brand Sniff, and they are currently at Ulta, and this is Vanilla Vice. So they sent me 2 other fragrances. Tarte Deco, that is their cherry scented fragrance. Crumble Couture, that is more like a photorealistic croissant type of like fragrance, very gourmand. And Vanilla Vice. Out of the 3, Vanilla Vice was an instant love. I mean, it was love at first sniff. I died. I just like, oh my gosh, this smells absolutely heavenly. If you love your gourmand scent, if you love a good vanilla that just smells like bakery, that smells mouth-watering and edible and just so, oh, it's just so yummy and scrumptious. Vanilla Vice by Sniff is fantastic. I think that they have this at Ulta for like what, $65. Let me give you guys the notes of this. This fragrance has notes of jasmine sandbag, some ice cream, some sugar, some musk, some Madagascar vanilla, some amberwood. Guys, this fragrance is so scrumptious. It's such a good base. You know, I've been using it as my base, like my first fragrance, because I always love to have a vanilla base underneath my fragrances. And it's been working very well with all of my gourmand fragrances, like Lira by Xerjoff, or a Bianco Latte, or Caramel Cascade by Taskin, or just all the fragrances that kind of have that gourmand note. This fragrance is a 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10. And I love this, can you guys, I love the magnetic cap. It's just so well done. It's simple, it's sleek, it's not, I just want a bigger bottle of this. I really hope that they come with like bigger bottles. This one is just a 1 ounce, but guys, it smells fantastic. So this is Vanilla Vice by Sniff. Guys, so we're moving to the realm of the fragrances that I purchased myself, and I'm going to start with Dama Bianca by Xerjoff, collaboration with Casamorati. I've heard about Dama Bianca for years, since I started fragrances, and I just never kind of like took the plunge until because I just didn't know how it smelled. A lot of people were saying that it was like this soft vanilla that was kind of like powdery, but that was still feminine. I just wasn't sure. Sometimes fragrances that work on others cannot work on me, so I just wasn't sure if I was going to like it until last year. I went to this perfume shop in my city, and they had this fragrance there, and I smelled it, and I was like, oh my god, whenever I get a chance, I will get a bottle of this fragrance. This fragrance is just femininity personified. This is a perfect wedding day scent as well. This fragrance is so beautiful and so ethereal, so goddess-like. I don't have other words to describe it. This is a fantastic fragrance. The only gripe that I have with this is the fact that it's not a beast mode fragrance. It's very soft, but it's not so soft where people are not going to smell you. It's just not a screamer, and I wish it was, because of how good it smells. I love this in my hair. It's just one of those fragrances that I just want to shower. Guys, I just received it, and it was completely full, and this is where I'm already at. Like, it's this fragrance is so good. Let me give you guys the notes. It has notes of kumquat and lime at the top, then some violet, some iris, some lilac, jasmine, lily of the valley, and then at the base you have some vanilla, some malt, some white musk, ambrette, sandalwood, and cedar. It has quite a bit of notes for how ethereal and simple it smells. It smells simple, but it smells very elegant. It smells like I don't know, like just femininity personified. That's the only way I can describe this fragrance. This is going to be like the perfect wedding scent for somebody. I just know it because of the way it smells. It's like the color white in a bottle. You know how there's some fragrances that are just kind of like personifying the color pink. This one personified the color white. If that makes sense for you, I hope that makes sense, because in my head it makes sense. But this is, I don't have anything bad to say about it besides the longevity. I wish this fragrance was beast mode, but I also understand for what it is to not be beast mode, because anyways, this is Dama Bianca by Xerjoff in collaboration with Quasimoratti. The rest of the fragrances are my Arabian Middle Eastern fragrances because they've been killing it. They've been killing it. Let's start with the first one, Mystic Bouquet by Afnan. So I've saw a lot of videos, and this definitely one by Paulina Shaw, where she recommended this as a good dupe for Valaya by Parfum de Mali. And the moment she said Valaya, I was like, wait a minute, hold on. Let's go and try this real quick, guys. This is a beautiful, beautiful replica of Valaya. If you are like me and you think that the aldehydes in Valaya are just too much, this is a fantastic alternative. It doesn't have that much aldehydes, although it still smells a little bit aldehydic, but I don't think that they've used as much aldehydes here as it is in Valaya. This fragrance has notes of lychee, some jasmine, some ambroxan. It's very ethereal, very feminine. It's beautiful. I cannot wait for the weather to warm up to wear this fragrance because it just smells fantastic. They did such a good job with this particular fragrance. Now, for me, I get Valaya and Fleur Narcotic by Ex Nihilo. If you know Fleur Narcotic by Ex Nihilo, it's very similar to Valaya. And that particular fragrance has peach. And I do get peach, although peach is not listed as notes in this particular fragrance. But I do get peach on my skin. At least when it starts and I spray it, it smells like Valaya. But when it dries down like Fleur Narcotic. Two of my favorite fragrances mixed in one, guys. And for the price, this was what, $40, guys. Guys, this fragrance is amazing. Absolutely amazing. This is beautiful, and this is a very heavy bottle. They did such a fantastic job with the presentation of this fragrance. I cannot even, oh, I can't believe that. This is fantastic. If you told me that this fragrance was cheap, I will not even believe it because of how expensive it looks and how expensive it feels. So yeah, this is Afnan Mystic Bouquet. I forgot to add that this fragrance has great longevity as well. So this is a good beast mode fragrance. So yeah, it has everything, 10 out of 10. The fragrance that has been going viral on the internet is Taskin Caramel Cascade by Paris Corner. So this one is said to be a dupe for Bianco Latte. Now, Bianco Latte by Giardini's Toscana just took the internet by storm. It's this beautiful, creamy, caramel, vanillic type of scent that smells so scrumptious. You want to just eat yourself. Now, Caramel Cascade is like a good alternative to Bianco Latte. I would say it's about 95% similar to Bianco Latte. Now, the reason I give it 95% is because the top notes are quite different. So, Caramel Cascade starts with milk and I think some caramel or some another note. But Bianco Latte starts with some spices, either pink pepper or black pepper, and then some coumarin, and then some caramel. So Bianco Latte starts spicy, this one starts lactonic. And I think that the reason I gave it 95%, even if I still recommend it, but I still love it, that opening note is a struggle for me simply because I just don't care for the milkiness. I just don't think that they succeeded in doing that opening perfectly. The milk is just, I don't know, I just don't care for it. But once it starts to settle to the mid and the end notes, guys, this fragrance is so similar to Bianco Latte, you wouldn't even remember the beginning of it. Like, you wouldn't remember how it started. And that's what I like about this fragrance. As an alternative, it's a fantastic alternative. I bought it because I don't want to finish my Bianco latte because I cherish that fragrance so much. It's so, so good. I don't want to run out. So I thought that Caramel Cascade will be a good everyday, you know, like overspraying, you know, but still getting the same feel. And it actually does the job for you know, for the price. And it's a beautiful bottle too. I love like how sleek and just simple it is. I like simple packaging that are kind of like straight to the point. I don't like packaging that too much, but this is a beautiful fragrance. I definitely recommend it, and I've been loving it. Like, it's just new in my collection. I had to let it sit for a little bit because once I received it and I sprayed it, I just wasn't liking it as much. But once this particular fragrance starts maturing, oh, it got so good. It gets so good. So this is Taskin Caramel Cascade by Paris Corner. So the last two fragrances are ones that I actually really love. I love all of these fragrances, you know, I really do. But this one is by the brand Khalis, and this is Nawa. Nawa is this beautiful, fresh coconut, floral. Oh, it smells so feminine, but also so sweet. And the florals are not overpowering. I think that it might have some jasmine here, but I can definitely smell the coconut and the vanilla, maybe a little bit of musk and amber, I'm not sure. But guys, this one is very nice. The only thing I don't like is just this packaging. Talking about you know, packages that are doing too much, this part is just kind of like, I don't know, but yeah. But you know, I love the pink bottle part of it, and you guys have just kind of been like low-key obsessed with like pink bottles, okay? But Nawa is so beautiful. It's affordable. It's on Amazon. I think I'm gonna list my Amazon storefront in my bio. You guys can check this one out because this, come the weather being warmer, this is going to be a fantastic fragrance. It's already a nice performer as of right now. It's the projection right now is still moderate, but that's because we keep vacillating between cold gray weather to like a little bit warm weather. So I haven't tested it in the heat just yet, but I can tell that as it matures, because as it's maturing right now, it's getting stronger. I think that it's going to project really well. So this is Nawa by Khalis, and guys, summer, spring, get yourself one. You have to get yourself one because this one is beautiful. The last fragrance that I've been absolutely loving, this fragrance is at 100 out of 10 for me. Terrak by Lattafa. Oh my god, I did not know I was going to love this fragrance as much as I do. This fragrance is everything. You get caramel, you get some you get some pink pepper, you get some apricot, you get some honey, you get some white flowers, you get some vanilla, some leather, some musk, some vetiver, some lavender, all of the notes that I love. This fragrance is so good. The performance on this is absolutely nuclear. If you, out of all of these fragrances, the one that performs the best is Terrak. If you are looking for beast mode, like super beast mode, Terrak by Lattafa is that girl, okay? She is beast mode. Now this fragrance starts very fruity, then it goes floral, then it gets like very like masculine with the leather, the musk, the vetiver, and then I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say, guys, because this fragrance took me by storm. It layers so well with some of my fragrances, but one of the best kind of like combo that I found so far was Terrak and Baby Cat. I did not share it in my last video, and I'm really sorry because I discovered that combo later. Terrak and Baby Cat, 10 out of 10. Terrak and Love Don't Be Shy, 10 out of 10, guys. This fragrance is incredible. I still don't care for the top, but the packaging, the rest of the packaging is incredible. This is heavy. It's not cheap by any means. This fragrance. Now, I don't know how this fragrance is going to perform come spring and summer. I think that I'll probably hold on this one, you know, for this upcoming seasons, and just kind of like revisit it in the fall and winter. I think it's gonna be like super potent by then. But guys, Terrak by Lattafa is doing what it's doing. It really is doing. It's what the hype, in my opinion. It's absolutely worth the hype. And if you are into your strong fragrances, you love you love notes like bitter almond, you love honey, you love rhubarb, you love rose, you love apricot, you love, you know, leather, guys, you love caramel, check this one out. This is Terrak by Lattafa. Alright guys, this is the end of this particular video. I hope you guys enjoyed these fragrances. You know, I hope that you found some that you were kind of like intrigued by, that you have already tried. If you have tried any of these, please let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, to subscribe, to share, because we're growing over here and we want more of you guys. So I so appreciate you guys sticking with me. More videos to come. Stay tuned and I will see you next time. Bye.